Welcome to New Tech Advertising. I'm going to record a series of videos here that basically are about how I do business with my clients. And it's kind of a training thing for my new hire, and also to inform my clients what to expect and how we can work together with your business and help you grow your business. The first couple things is a philosophy. I generally want to help your business. I am not here to take your money. I'm not going to rip you off. I may make mistakes and things we might disagree on, but we'll get through it. I'm looking to commit to business partners that are, businesses owners rather that want my help. If you don't want my help, hey, I don't. That's great, no problem. I'll move on and find somebody who does. Right now, this series of videos is going to be about how I do business and how you should do business online. The reason, give you a quick background, I owned retail businesses back in the 90s, or excuse me, the 80s. I was in the television sales business, selling advertising to local business owners in North Iowa, southern Minnesota area, as a TV sales rep. And so I understand what those local media reps go through that are beating your doors down every day trying to get you to spend money with them. I get where they're coming from, but I've also been a business owner. As I mentioned, in the 80s, I owned businesses. And I've owned businesses pretty much my whole life, or at least worked a straight commission job that felt like my own business. So I'm really trying to give you the balanced side of advertising. I don't really sell you advertising. I sell the services that support your advertising. So that's also a little bit different than the local TV or radio rep, newspaper rep trying to sell you on their media. Oh yeah, but we also do websites and we do video or social media stuff. Yeah, we do it too. That's great, and like I said, I'm happy for those media reps that are out there. I was talking with a client the other day that was saying how, yeah, he had a local radio rep basically telling me he was stupid for not advertising on the radio station. Well, that's how desperate those folks have become trying to get, business owners to buy from them. I mean, I get that. I've gone the opposite way. I once was desperate to try and sell somebody something because I needed to make a living, As I've gotten older, all that's changed. I'm more so about helping your business grow. So with that in mind, let me start with the very, very cornerstone, I feel like, of working together. Because I have after years of working with online digital type marketing, I have developed a formula of my own, just like everybody else. Excuse me. We all are trying to develop certain types of develop our business. If we're a business owner, we want our business to reflect who we are, and that's what's important. So that there is the first step. Your business is unique. No matter what, you have your customers that come to you for their reasons. So starting with that idea, that's your brand, that's your image. From there, then how do you promote that? How do you communicate that to your customers and potential new customers? The best way to do that is online nowadays, by far, and it's becoming more and more ingrained in our society. If you're not online, you're just not in business. As far as people 40 and under I've heard them actually say that. If you don't have a website, they're not in business to me. I've heard people say that, and so if you're one of those holding out for not having a website, I wish you well. But and the same thing goes with social media. Some people think they can just get away with just a Facebook page. Excuse me. Facebook page alone isn't enough because, what if Facebook changes the rules? Or, I've seen it. It's been happening for decades too. Whereas as the internet evolved, we actually got into, where Google Slap, it was called a few years ago, or maybe more than that. But Google has actually taken $1 million companies and knocked them down to nothing in sales overnight. Literally overnight. One day they had sales, the next day they didn't, because they basically changed how the design was. So that's why I think a website is so important, because those kinds of things can happen in today's world. Just like, your business could burn to the ground tomorrow and you'd have to deal with that. Anything can happen, and it's not, of course, none of that, none of us wishes that to happen, but things do happen in life. So I've always been protective of my clients as well, and of course my own business, making a lot of mistakes along the way and learning from them. So second thing is, like I say, you got a website, then you got to have decent social media channels. You got to target those channels. I targeted advertising for decades. When I was selling TV, oh yeah, you got to target. In TV, I could do that with certain types of programming because certain kind of people watch certain types of programming. So I mean, you know, it just depended. That was exciting to me and actually cool that I could work with it that way. So after you've got your website set up with your particular message, then those social channels are available. They draw in your customers and prospects. Used to be I sold broadcasting. The broadcasting still exists. You can broadcast your message to a whole bunch of people and hope that they right ones see it, the ones that are going to actually buy. There are people always in the market to buy a car, buy a home, buy a furniture. You know, every month there's a certain number of people, certain percentage of the population out there buying what you sell. How do you reach those people? Well, digital media does that better than anything else. Digital can do that far greater than TV, and TV was, I thought, one of the best back in its day when it was at the height. I started in '89, and there was only 3 TV stations in the market where I live, 3 commercial. Anyway, and then it evolved, you know. Now today we got thousands of choices, you know. I mean, literally, you know, we got hundreds of places to get local news and information. You know, weather is at our fingertips, and all of that has changed. So how people receive information has changed, and you need to be in the flow of that information when they are looking for it. It's not like it was where you broadcast your message and hope they show up, hope they see the ad even, because people used to ask me all the time, how many people are going to see my commercial? I don't know. The best I can do is guess based on Arbitron ratings. That's what we had back in those days. And they were reasonably accurate, but you know, with the internet, those have become very, very precisely accurate in some ways if you set it up properly. You can, it's just amazing, you know, big data. Google is one of the biggest examples of big data, knows so much about us that they make marketing to those people who are buying now, who are your best potential prospects. In other words, you know, they're in the market, they have that mindset to buy from your type of business. You're a business owner that has a personal relationship with your customers. You know, they're going to come to you because they like you. The other way that people come and buy nowadays is if their friends buy from you. You know, that's even more important because people are afraid to get ripped off. So if somebody else has had a good experience with your business, then you know, share that with your social media, with your website. You have those testimonial kind of things on your website, and it will actually help you give your customers a better feeling about doing business with you. So then the third thing becomes about the media that you reach. Okay, so it used to be you had TV, radio, newspaper that you could buy from. That was my early days of selling advertising. So now you have Facebook that offers video. You can do an image ad just like newspaper, or you can actually do audio, which, you know, brings in the radio, covers the radio side of it. Radio's shrunk, their audience has shrunk significantly, and sadly enough, and then it's a tough sell nowadays out there. I feel sorry for those radio reps, and newspaper especially. TV has its niche, and I'll get into that another time. But so to finish, how you present your ad: video, image, text. Facebook makes it easy. In many ways, they make it easy to take your money, and they call that boost your post. So with how the social media works, all the rules around that, you got to you got to look professional. I don't care if you're just an individual real estate agent, insurance agent. I mean, if you're just a small guy and doesn't even have an advertising budget, you have to have an advertising budget. If you're not spending at least $100, $200 a month on advertising, you're not really a business. You're a hobby maybe, but you're not really a business if you can't consistently promote your business and you know, spend a little bit of money. Advertising only really works, but with paid advertising, always has, always will. You know, how we built this empire of advertising was on free TV. You know, it was on the free internet. But we'll get into that another time too. So to stay on topic here, what I'm going for is it's a 3-pronged kind of approach to digital marketing that I believe in. You got your website, you got your social media, and then you've got to have some kind of professional quality presentation. Video does that the best. That's why NewTek Advertising is settled on those 3 services. I can offer a lot of other services. There's lots of things I've learned over the years that I can offer your business. But those 3 are my cornerstones, because if you don't have those in order, the others are pointless anyway. So if you have a good website that's optimized to work with Google, Bing, and all those, Yahoo, if you have your social media channels targeted so that you know where your customers are and you're interacting with those customers on a daily basis. Not every single customer every day, but like I said, there's so many people buying what you sell every day, every month. So you got to be able to connect with those people when they're looking for it. That's how the internet is now. If they're not looking for you, they don't see your ads. I don't care if you spend $1 million on your ads. They don't see them except on a subconscious level, but they don't really react to them because we're just all immune and desensitized to advertising. We see it all the time. So that's why I've built NewTek Advertising the way I have. I've got clients that I've worked with for years. They're happy with what I do. I've got clients that got mad at me and moved on. It happens in business. But point being is that I prove my systems, and that's what's important to me. I think should be important to you as a business owner, that you work with somebody that's got proven experience, and that actually has done it for others, does it for themselves. I work in this every day full time, so hey, that's what I do, and it's what I want to do for you. I'm not doing anything different for you than I do for my own businesses, and that's how it should be. So I've got it down a little bit. I'm not saying I know everything, because nobody does, especially in today's fast-paced knowledge. But I really would love the opportunities to talk with you, explore your business needs, what makes it unique, and how I can work together with your business to improve your digital marketing and grow your business. That's what's the bottom line is. None of us work for free, so hey, you want to grow that business, and if you're not growing, you're dying. We've all heard things like that. So that's what NewTek Advertising is. NewTek Advertising is here to support you with the services to help you do your digital advertising and marketing. I can also blend together. I know how to blend together the best of the old and the new. I worked in the old for decades. I know how to use television advertising. I know how to even use radio and newspaper if you want. I think there's a pretty small return on investment with those, but we can discuss all those things. And like I said, I discuss them openly. I'm not going to try and sell you a radio schedule so you will buy a website. And you don't sell that way. I work with exactly what your business needs. I don't give you any more, don't give you any less. So I look forward to meeting with you and discussing your digital marketing needs to help you grow your business. Thank you.